Guys, they said that this serious physical and spiritual warfare have started right now in the palace, allegedly. And this is because information have it that the date for Queen Naomi's final full moon ritual has been announced. Hey. They said the dramatic part of this whole issue is that they said the kind of list that they gave to Kabiyesi is so alarming. So alarming. And a lot of people are saying that this is because most of these elders who works with the Ifa priest them to release the items that must be provided for this ritual, that some of these elders are against Queen Naomi's return, you know, and that is why they are giving Kabiyesi an outrageous list. Outrageous, not because of it, the expenses. No, if it is about money, you know that there is no amount of list that they give to Kabiyesi that he cannot afford. No, and you know that normally, if not that Kabiyesi is the one going for Queen Naomi and really wants her to return back, they said it is Queen Naomi's family who is supposed to provide all of this. And if not that God is working miraculously here, they said if such list is given to their family, they might not be able to provide the list too. It's not about the money, but about some of the spiritual items, some hidden things, some of the things that they don't even know how to go about it, not to talk of getting it, you know. So, but because Kabiyesi is the one going for Queen Naomi and really wants Queen Naomi, you know that this is a situation whereby you and your whole wife had issue. Maybe a lot of people that are blaming Queen Naomi, saying, why would Queen Naomi leave the way she left, this, that. Had it been Queen Naomi is the one coming back to beg the king to return back to him, they said she is the one that will make provisions for all those items. But because Kabiyesi is the one begging her to return, and the fact remains that the two of them have agreed to come back together. Yes, even if Queen Naomi may not be living inside the palace, that is why Kabiyesi is or has been able to make provisions for most of these items, because they said the last item that they gave to him, he never knew that he was going to meet up with the list. But all thanks to Iyanifa. They said Iyanifa made an emergency trip, you know, and on her return, she was able to come back with most of these items. That Kabiyesi himself was even shocked because he never knew that some of these items they will be able to get it. And this time around, they said the kind of items that they gave to him. This particular one, they said, is no longer something that Iyanifa can do. That some of his trusted foot soldiers, about 9 of them, have set out on a journey. And this is a spiritual journey. You know that kind of thing that we used to watch in Nigerian movie, where they said some group of youth will be brought out, fortified, and they will set out on a spiritual journey to get a particular or certain items for, sometimes they will say it's for the king's health or something of that nature. That is the kind of journey they said few people are making for Kabiyesi this time for the sake of Queen Naomi's return. That even Iyanifa herself have also set out on a journey, because they must make sure that all the needed items are made available before that time, or if possible, a week or two before the full moon will emerge, because you know that the full moon will show before they will do the rituals. So, but the kind of the things that are in the list this time, the Kabiyesi is saying that how possible is it that left for Kabiyesi, he wants them to, if there's anything they can do to reduce it or remove some of these things. But you know that those people who brought that list, they don't want a situation whereby they will say, okay, they were able to meet up with the demands. They want a situation where they will say, okay, they are not able to meet up the demand, so therefore the ritual will not happen. Because there is this particular one I hear and I was laughing. They said they will have to also bring a yam that, as a yam that was pounded under the full moon, you know. And the question is, if they should provide a yam pounded under the full moon, how possible is that? Because we all know that the past full moon has just passed, and maybe if they have known that this particular item will appear in the next list, they would have pounded yam in the last full moon so that they will use it for this coming full moon ritual. But they said there was nothing, they did not tell them about anything of that nature. So this issue of a yam pounded in the full moon, under the full moon, sorry, that will be used for this particular. They said that is a problem right now, because it's a clear case of they don't want this thing to happen. They want it to be extended. And while they are extending it, some of the items, they say some of the items that these people are to provide are hidden items, hidden elements, some under the shrine, some under the river, some under trees. And the fact remains that those people that are going in search of those things, they don't know the exact place to get those items. Eh? They said these people, they are working so hard though, to ensure that Queen Naomi did not return. And you know that the Oloris, they will go extra mile, because this is going to be the final battle. But like I will always say, it's still the will of God that will be done at the end of this whole show. Yes, if God have designed that she is returning back this year, nothing will stop it, not even the items in the list. Whether they meet up with the items or not, what God say will be, will be. You know, but the second, Iyanifa is telling Kabiyesi to calm down. That these people thought that they are dealing with all those Ifa priests in the palace. They don't know that some people are in that palace for a mission. Someone like Iyanifa is there for a mission, and she must fulfill her mission before leaving. They say she have promised Kabiyesi that, look, even if making sure that you reunite with your wife, with Naomi, is the last thing I do for you before leaving the palace, I will do it. Because Iyanifa also know that Queen Naomi's return in the palace is going to unravel some hidden secrets. It is also going to clear the palace for good. Because we have heard it time without number, but the time that Queen Naomi returns back to that palace, some of the evil things that we are hearing in the palace will cease. Because she is light, and when light comes, darkness disappears. So they say at first Kabiyesi was frightened over some of the items in the list, but the Iyanifa have promised him to calm down, that she is in charge. So my people, that is what we are hearing, and I said let me come and share it with you. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media. I shouldn't be taken as fact unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.